Language functions refers to the purpose in which we use language to communicate. Hello, haven't seen you for a long time. Hi there. Hi everybody. Hi. When you say these things, these are informal greetings. Oh, good morning, Mrs. D'Souza. It's a lovely day, isn't it? Yes, it's beautiful, Mr. Ashok. May I introduce my nephew Xavier? Hi, Manohar. Yes, it is getting late to college. Don't worry, I am going the same way. Can I drop you? Hello students, I am Anil, lecturer, Department of English, Vidhyaashram Pre-University College, the Temple of Excellence, Mysuru. In this session, we are going to look at one of the grammar parts for the first PUC, which is titled Language Functions. Let us see what language function is and know more about it. Language function, in this language function, we have many purposes that we study in detail. So they are starting conversation with a stranger, introducing and greeting, making requests, complimenting and congratulating, and apologizing and expressing sympathy. These are the main language functions. Let's understand what language function is. What is language function? We use language for a variety of formal and informal purposes, and specific grammatical structures and vocabulary are often used with each language function. Language functions refers to the purpose in which we use language to communicate. This is the definition of language function. It refers to the purpose in which we use language to communicate. A language function can be defined as the use to which language is put, the purpose of an utterance rather than the particular grammatical form an utterance takes. There are hundreds of language functions. Let us get familiar with some of them. Language functions, there are many number of functions, but let us get familiar with some of those which are familiar in our day-to-day use. When we meet people, we begin the communication process by greeting each other. Sometimes we may have to introduce a friend or a colleague who is with us. At the end, we take leave or bid farewell. We use formal language when we meet someone in authority, business associates, strangers, and people in official positions. Informal language is used when we meet close friends, relatives, and members of a family. So this is the stark difference between formal and informal. Where do we use formal language? We use the formal language when we meet the business associates, offices, strangers, etc. Where we become informal when we meet our family, friends, etc., which are in our closed circles. Some common expressions for greeting. Some common expressions. These are the common expressions. How do you do it formally? When you meet someone in authority, in office, in college, when they are not part of your family or friends, how do you wish them, greet them? Good morning, how are you? Good afternoon, good evening. These are the formal expressions that are used to greet. What about informal? Informal, when you say like this, hello, haven't seen you for a long time. Hi there. Hi everybody. Hi. When you say these things, these are informal greetings. Now look at the following conversation here. Titus, good morning Mr. Joel, how are you? So when you look at this sentence, good morning, as we heard previously in the last slide we saw, it is formal greeting. I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing, Mr. Titus? I'm fine, thank you. We are happy to have you as our neighbor. Do come home sometimes. Sure, I will see you soon. Bye. Bye. The conversation is done. This is formal introduction to each other. Now, starting a conversation with a stranger. When you meet a stranger, you don't know them. Therefore, the conversation must be formal. So here, sometimes we need help from the strangers. How do we start a conversation with them is the question. So starting conversation with a stranger, how do you do it? Sarah, excuse me, can I ask for a favor? Yes, what is it? I have travel sickness. Would you mind if I sit beside the window? No, not at all. Thank you. By the way, I am Sarah. I am Zina. Nice to meet you. So if you saw these conversations, how do you feel? They are talking to each other. The conversation is formal. And finally, they introduce to each other. Now, they are no more strangers. Asking for directions. So this is one thing, language function. You meet strangers, you may need addresses. So here asking for direction. Lily, excuse me, could you tell me where the bus station is? There are two bus stations here, one for the private buses and the other for government buses. Which one would you want? The government bus station, please. It's just half a kilometer from here. Go straight and take a right turn after the circle. It's just there. Thank you. The conversation is over. This is how you ask a stranger about the directions for the bus stand or any other thing that you want. Here, there's a note for you. If you want to draw the attention of person you do not know, you can use expressions like hello, excuse me, just a moment please, or sorry. So these things are to be kept in mind when you talk to a stranger, when you want to open a conversation. Now, expressions to be used for starting a conversation with the strangers. Excuse me, then whatever you need to ask, you can do that. I hope you don't mind my or me asking, but then you start asking whatever you need. Then, excuse me, asking but. Sorry to trouble you, but then you ask the question. I beg your pardon, but then you talk about the thing which you need to talk. Do excuse me, terribly not, windy, cold, isn't it? So that is how you start a conversation. Would you mind? Hi, great party or music, isn't it? Forgive me for asking, but so this is how the conversation gets started. We got to know how to start a conversation with the stranger. Now we need to know how to introduce ourselves to the others. Meena and Rita are on their way home. They meet Meena's friend Wilson. Meena greets him and introduces him to Rita. This is the situation. So study the above picture and develop a conversation. Which is the picture? The previous slide. See, this is the picture. Keep this thing in mind. And now, based on this picture, you have to build the conversation of introducing somebody, okay? Hello, Wilson. Wilson. Hello, Meena. How do you do it? Hello, Meena. How are you? Meena. I'm fine, thanks or thank you. This is Rita, my friend. Then Wilson. So this is how you build a conversation. Here, Meena says, hello Wilson. Hello Meena, how are you? I'm fine, thanks. This is Rita, my friend. Meena introduces Rita to Wilson. Wilson says, hello Rita, good to see you. And Rita says, hello Wilson, good to see you too. Then they disperse. Now compare the above dialogue with the example given below. So now we just made the conversation. Now let us see and compare the previously made conversation with the example. Mrs. D'Souza. Good morning, Mr. Ashok. Oh, good morning, Mrs. D'Souza. It's a lovely day, isn't it? Yes, it's beautiful, Mr. Ashok. May I introduce my nephew, Xavier? He is staying with us for the weekend. How are you, Xavier? Fine, thank you, Mr. Ashok. So now, when you look at the conversation, when you compare that to this one, that was quite informal, and this is the formal introduction. Mr. Ashok, I'm in a hurry, Mrs. D'Souza. Let's meet later. Yes, carry on, Mr. Ashok. Goodbye, Xavier. I'm glad to have met you. I'm glad to have met you too, Mr. Ashok. Goodbye. Goodbye then, Mrs. D'Souza. Please give my regards to Mr. D'Souza. Yes, I will. Goodbye. The conversation ends. Now, some common expressions for introducing. Now, the formal and informal. You should remember these things in mind. When introduction is formal, you have to use certain set of phrases. So here, when it comes to formal introducing, may I introduce, it's my pleasure to introduce, I introduce, I feel honored to introduce, or introduce again. So here, when it comes to informal, meet my friend XYZ, this is my friend, brother, sister, etc. This is my friend. Ravi, please meet Shashi. Anu, this is Praveen. This is how informal introduction takes place. Now, fill in the blanks with appropriate expressions. Anup goes to play cricket. There he meets his friend Raju. Raj introduces his neighbor Manoj to Anup. How do you build this conversation? Try a bit. So let's do it. Anup. Hello, Raju. Then he says, hello, Anup. May I introduce my neighbor? He is in the college cricket team. Hi, Manoj. How are you? But we must be going now. We shall meet soon. Okay, bye. Take care. This is how the introduction part takes place. Now rearrange the dialogue to make a meaningful conversation and rewrite it in the space provided below. Lalita and her friend Leela come home. Lalita's father is about to leave for work. Now, this is an activity for you guys. Just take a screenshot and rearrange it. Make a meaningful conversation. Now, there is one more language function, that is making a request. How do we request others? So here are some formal requesting sentences which start like this. Do you think it would be possible to do XYZ for something or someone? That's a request. Could you possibly? We would be grateful if XYZ is done. I hope you don't mind me asking this question or doubt. I'm sorry to trouble you with such and such request. So this is how the formal request start with in the language function part. So here is a conversation. Now observe this. Ishwar goes to his general manager, Mr. Joe, with a request for 10 days leave. So since it's the workplace, it's formal requisition. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Ishwar. What's the matter with you? You look worried. My son is unwell and needs to have an operation. I'd be grateful if you could permit me take 10 days leave. That shouldn't be a problem. Mr. Das can take care of your projects while you are away. Thank you very much, sir. You are welcome, Ishwar. Don't worry, your son's going to be fine. Now, after requesting, there is one more language function, that is expressing gratitude. The function of this is to express one is happy. So here, see, thank you is one of the magic words in the English language. It spreads smiles on faces. Tanish is waiting at the bus stop. His friend Manohar, going the same way, stops his bike. Manohar says, hi Tanish, waiting for the bus? Hi Manohar, yes, it is getting late to college. Don't worry, I am going the same way. Can I drop you? Now he gets on the bike and says, thanks, it's okay. So this is how expressing gratitude works, that is saying thank you. Now at the college, Arul, the lecturer in English, is talking to Kevin. Kevin, you have scored only 50 marks in the English paper. What is the matter? Sir, somehow I get confused with the grammar part, sir. I don't know what to do. I practice a lot at home, but still. Don't worry, meet me in the staff room during the break. Let us see what we can do. It is very kind of you, sir. Can I meet you around 3 o'clock today? Sure. Thank you, sir. This is how you express gratitude. There are some expressions for expressing thank you. Here it is in formal way. You have to say, it is very kind of you. It's very nice of you. I'm grateful to you. And informal it is thanks, thank you, and thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Here is an activity for you. Take a screenshot and fill it. Here is a situation. Your bike breaks down. A passerby gives you a lift. Now a stranger has helped you. How are you going to thank him? You should say it in a formal way because he is a stranger or she is a stranger. So here it goes like this. It's so kind of you. Thank you. So that is how you express your gratitude. You are traveling by train. One of the passengers moves a little and makes room for you. For this one, you can just say thank you or thank you very much. You have been asked to submit the filled-in scholarship application form the next morning, but you do not have certain certificates. The principal of your college gives you some more time to submit the application form on your request. So you have requested, you need some more time, and the college principal agrees. So how do you thank him or her? So thank you, sir. Thank you very much for the permission. It's so nice of you. So again, You express your gratitude like this. When would you use the following expression? What a beautiful dress you are wearing. So now read these conversations. How do you understand it? When are you going to use this? What a beautiful dress you are wearing. It was great to hear that you got a distinction. How smart the boy looks. Reading these sentences, you must have come to a conclusion that these are giving compliments to somebody or something. So this is compliments and congratulation. Another language function is congratulating and complimenting. I would like to congratulate you on your success. Let me congratulate you on your promotion as manager. Now look at this conversation. That's a very nice coat you are wearing. Thank you. That is one conversation. You look stunning in this pink saree. Thanks for the compliment. Felix, congrats. Your English has improved a lot. It's very nice of you to say so. Thank you. So now formal and informal. So how do you compliment? So formally when you need to say, it is like this. May I say how beautiful you look? May I say how astonishing the performance was? If I may say so, XYZ, please accept my compliments on such and such. Informal, that is, or that was a nice or smart XYZ. What a nice or smart, beautiful dress, appearance, performance, etc. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. Wow, you look stunning. So these are formal and informal compliments that we give to our friends and colleagues. So wow, you look great. May I compliment on you? May I say how? So using this, you have to fill these sentences. So these are the complimenting words. For this one, may I say how enlightening your speech was? Thank you. Then Sneha, now that you are using lenses instead of spectacles. So here, wow, you look great. Now that you are using your lenses instead of spectacles. Thanks. Now, ambassador, this is formal. You have taken great care to beautify your city. May I compliment on you? Thank you. So this is how compliment works. Congratulating. How was your day at school, Vivek? It was wonderful, mom. I have been made the president of the English club. That's great. Congratulations. Thank you, mom. Now, formally and informally, these words are used. Formally, we use the words congratulation. Congratulations, we are proud of you. I must congratulate on you. I must congratulate on XYZ. May we congratulate you for doing such and such thing. We would like to congratulate you. These are the phrases used to congratulate in a formal way. Informally, congrats, well done, I knew you would do it. Well done, I'm proud of you, we are happy for you. These are the phrases which we use informally to congratulate somebody. This is an activity for you. Use these phrases and imagine a situation where you could do it and write it on a sheet of paper. So here the principal is congratulating the team captain. May I congratulate you for winning the trophy for the college? And the captain says, thank you, sir. So this is the simplest form of congratulating. You may come up with other forms of congratulating words as well. Pushpa has got a seat in the government medical college. Mr. Sridhar, her neighbor, congratulates her. So how do you frame the questions? Capture the screen and write a few dialogues. We apologize for doing something we ought not have done. We also apologize when we do not do something which we ought to have done. So then we seek the help of this language function, that is apologizing. Here is a conversation. Leo apologizes to a senior colleague for not completing his work on time. Mr. Zain, I must apologize for not completing the proposal on time. I was unwell. That's all right, but please complete it by next week. I certainly will. So this is how the conversation goes. Asher apologizes to his aunt for not getting her a book she wanted. Have you got me a copy of Leo Tolstoy's Crime and Punishment? I'm sorry, I haven't been able to. Auntie, actually it's in short supply. Don't let it bother you, Asher. See, when it comes to formal apologizing, we use the word I apologize, I beg your pardon. When it comes to informally asking, we use the word very sorry, so sorry, extremely sorry, awfully sorry. Now, this is a formal situation between a boss and a subordinate. Sir, I went through the memo that was on my table last evening. I sincerely apologize for coming late to office often. Yes, we accept you to correct yourself in future. I apologize once again. I'll certainly be punctual from now on. That's it. This time your plea is considered, but please remember this is the last warning. So that is how the sentences, the conversation go. Informal situation between mother and a daughter. Mummy, I'm sorry to have kept you waiting for so long. My dear, didn't I tell you to come soon? So sorry again. I thought I would complete the assignments and then come with you. So this is informal. Now one more language function is expressing sympathy. When you read the conversation, you should get to know what kind of language function is being expressed. Expressing sympathy is to understand and care about someone's problems and to show that we care for them. Look at this conversation. You know, Spurti, our classmate, Caleb has been hospitalized. He met with an accident this morning while coming to college. Oh God, how sad. So this is expressing sympathy to Caleb. May I know why you look so sad, sir? I'm really upset. You know, my elder sister passed away. I sympathize with you, sir. So here, when you read this conversation, you should understand that this is formal and the previous one was informal. See, formal. I'm very upset to hear that. I sympathize with you. My sympathies are with you. And informal, how sad, that's a pity. Now take this example. What expression do you use to express sympathy in the following situation? One of your friends has lost his grandfather. So how do you express informal sympathy? That's so sad, don't feel bad. You hear from your principal that one of your teachers met with an accident and is hospitalized. So how do you express? We sympathize with his or her situation. On your way home, an elderly lady tells you that a man in a red shirt has snatched away her chain. Now, how do you express your sympathy? That's so sorry. Then you would help the lady. These are about the language functions. Language functions are using language to express various kinds of emotions when you are conversing with the other. In each expression, there are two main parts, that is formal and informal. The formal thing is when you are in the formal situation, you use certain set of words. When you are in an informal situation, what is informal? Informal is when you speak with those whom you already know, who belong to your inner circle, that is family, friends. So there are many language functions. Out of many language functions, we have seen some of them, that is introducing, talking to a stranger, thanking, expressing sympathy, introducing, etc. So keep these things in mind. When it comes to your examination, you would be given certain dialogues to fill in. So you have to read and understand whether the situation is formal or informal. Then write the proper conversation. So this is about language function prescribed for the PUC. We shall meet in the next class. Thank you.